What's up, homies? It's your boy, Coach Smeta. This is episode 2 of our Ballin series coming to you live from my PlayStation 4. You know the drill, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Let's grow the channel. Trying to get to 100 subs. Can't get to 2 bill till we get to 100. You know, that's how math works. If you are new to the channel, I got all kinds of playlists going right now. 2 series mainly. This one right here, Ballin, with the Ball brothers all on one team. The other one is the UNT rebuild. We're playing in CAA 14 on that one. Basically how I play is I play every second of every game, you know, and Coach Smeta, we go into the coaching part of stuff and we really dig in deep. What I've come up with defensively for this team is that we're not very good defensively on paper, but we're going to try to maximize what we can do with this team. Offensively, I think we can make it work. We got guys who get the ball out. You know, both Ball brothers starters are excellent passers. They're very unselfish. And the third ball, he may get on the court. We'll see, man. It's hard getting LiAngelo out there because he's just a shooter at this point in his career. So our game plan, we got Chicago for this game. Don't let Levine or marketing go off. With Kobe White, we're basically going to just use LAMELO to his best ability defensively. Like, just use his length to contest shots. I usually play moderate on-ball pressure so that they can, him and Lonzo anyway, because they're so long that I just don't want you to get beat and contest the shot when they throw it up. And then other than that, funnel everything to the big man. We're going to front marketing because our starting 4 is Gordon Hayward right now. Like, we start... Whoa, let's take a look at our starters. It's our first home game of the season, so just check them out, man. This is what we're running right now to start games. And then coming off the bench, we're very small, very, very small. Our backcourt coming off the bench is Graham and Isaiah Thomas at this point. I like what Bridges brings to the team offensively. He can really break down bigs who switch onto him, and that's good for us. Robinson, he's an athletic big man, runs the floor, goes rim to rim, rebounds, blocks shots, intimidates, catches the ball, dunks it. That's what I need. Hayward's our most consistent offensive scorer. He's not a superstar. He's an all-star. He's not a superstar. So that means that our ceiling isn't as high as I would like it to be at this point. But you know, we're gonna try to maximize what we can here, and we start the game off the right way. You know, working the pick and roll. Initially, I wanted to punish Carter and marketing anytime they stepped too far out on one of my guys. But oh god, I love that. That's the first time I've had that happen on 2K21. Had it happen a couple times on 2K20, but you know, different game. Here, once again, running the floor. We got to take advantage of our speed because we lack in size. But when we do play good defense and get a stop, we get shots like this, ball to ball. Ball puns. When Isaiah Thomas came into this game, man, he immediately was an issue. Like immediately, the whole game, he was in attack mode. Whether he was scoring or he was setting up teammates to score, he was doing work. Right here, we're just kind of lazy on the closeout. We retreated too far to the basket, man. And here, once again, we're trying to, you know, stop penetration. We do it this time. But there are a lot of times where we stop the penetration and then oh god. Oh. Robinson has not had that happen many times in his life. I can only assume that much. Graham came off the bench. Like I said, Thomas was attacking. Graham was the guy he was getting the rock to. Graham just came out just wet, bro. That's what I call it. We call it wet. String music. Know what I'm saying? So here, like I said, every time on defense, we're trying to funnel the ball to Robinson, to Zeller, to Biombo. Right there, that's just an athletic dude making a good play at the rim. He protect himself with the basket. we are forcing, our job is we're forcing Cody White to a side, which is always to the base, not to the baseline, to the sideline, not out of the, keep him out of the middle. This is one thing we're going to start doing anytime we can get LaMelo isolated on a small guard, because he is 6'7", and we were able to do this a couple of times this game, just taking advantage of his size. He does a good job of breaking defenders down, but he doesn't have a lot of the badges right now that make him, able to do that consistently, unless it's a, certain matchups. Once we get a solid defender or a lockdown guy on him, he's struggling. Here we get the matchup we want, just blows by him. That's going to be a theme the entire game. We get a guy who shouldn't be on one of our scores or one of our penetrators. We got to attack it. Either going to lead to lobs, lead to open threes. That's our game, man. Layups and threes. Not as bad as what they did in Houston with D'Antoni, but the only guys we'll have taking mid-range jump shots are probably Thomas, Hayward, maybe Graham every once in a while. But other than that, man, we're trying to get to the rim. And LaMelo, especially in the second half, he just stayed in the paint. Here again, we get the little man on us, even though Cody White's not little, but he's LaMelo 6'7". He's a 6'7" point guard. I thought we played really good defense especially these first two games. But this here, that's a big man who can shoot the ball, man. And I'd much rather give up that shot than the layup, even though that might get us killed later on down the road. But against a team like Chicago, I don't think they have the consistency to really punish us for it. Hayward was really good this game as far as taking advantage of certain matchups. We had a period here in the third quarter where we just kept going to him. We saw the marketing was on him. We just kept going to it. He runs into the screen here. We get a wide open three. And Hayward, I think he's shooting the highest percentage from downtown of anybody on our team right now. And I'm gonna need him to do that. He's our most consistent guy. We got a lot of young guys. Our starting backcourt is Lonzo and LaMelo. And Lonzo is kind of out of position, but oh, this was nice. I love doing that. Can't really do that with Zeller, man. I don't know. Every game they talk about Zeller's his vertical at the combine, and then I try to throw him. He's 7 feet tall. I try to throw him an oop, and my man catches it and lays it up, bro. I'm like, you're 7 foot. What are you doing? Lack of athleticism. I was trying my hardest to close out, but he's so big, so slow, so not good at being fast. This is just good vision by me, man. Cram shot a really high percentage. A really high percentage. And here, yeah, we get a Hayward in the corner, man. I'm making them pick and choose. I keep bringing up that passing icon. Almost every one of my passes, I use the passing icon. I'm constantly bringing it up, offense and defense. So you'll see me constantly ready to move somebody into position, ready to attack a matchup. Anything that I see developing, I try to take advantage of it. I was late on that cut. I ended up getting Hayward here. Oh, just good post control by your boy. Yo, that one got me a little excited when it happened, man. I was like, yo, I'm really working down here with a wing. It ain't even a post dude. Believe me, if I had a 4 or a 5 who got that 90 post control, got that post spin technician, all that type of stuff, bruh. But I don't. I got these little guys, and here I get a matchup. Once again, Isaiah Thomas. There's nothing marketing can do in that. Once I dribble a little bit and I get the feel for how they're playing, and then it tells me how I can attack them. Are they retreating? Are they playing up where I can go by them? Are they reacting to this? Are they reacting to that? This gives me a good feel on how to attack with the ball, because I play with the side camera. I use absolute controls, and other than that, man, it's just feel. Like I just have a feel for how basketball works in general. Here, LaMelo giving the man's the work with the snatch, getting to the free throw line. We stayed at the free throw line. LaMelo and Gordon in the fourth quarter, they were the two closers this game. Here again, we get LaMelo. I think this is Wendell Carter. Oh, the hezzy. Marketing came over, got the foul. It doesn't matter, bro. This game, LaMelo really grew up for us. We're starting to learn a little more every game, a little more about what we can do with LaMelo. Lonzo's just been solid, defensively, knocking down open threes. getting assists, getting rebounds. He's a triple-double threat every game. Oh. Yo, go back and rewind that, bro. That's one of those situations where having the absolute control, yo, that felt smooth. I love when I do things on this game and they feel smooth. Like right here, that felt smooth, man. And that was all but the nail in the coffin. I mean, not much happened the rest of the game. Just two teams going up and down the court, throwing up bricks. I mean, offense could have been better, but defense was pretty good. We'll see how, you know, we won't be holding teams to 34% shooting and 24 from deep? I mean, Chicago, they're not a good team. You know, that's a team that if we're going to be a fringe playoff team, we got to beat them. We also, once again, we had long lulls of inconsistent basketball. And it hasn't punished us yet because the teams we play, like the Pelicans, they're on, you know, they're not going to be, let's just say they're not going to be a home team in the playoffs in the West. And Chicago, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're just not. They're not very talented yet. They got a guy or two, but they're not good enough. We think we're good enough to get in there. So once again, a lot of stuff to iron out, man. A lot of inconsistency, a lot of, you know, just lacking a star player that makes everything else easy. You know, I don't have a LeBron or a Kawhi, a KD. I don't have that type of guy. You know, I'm just kind of manufacturing buttons. And Hayward, man, he was efficient. If Hayward can be efficient, that helps. LaMelo, up to this point, not very efficient. I think he's shooting like 38% on the season. He's getting to the free throw line. He's making his free throws. But we're going to have to find ways to get his mid-range and his deep ball going because I don't think he's hit a three this season. Granted, he's had the ball in his hand a lot, and he's definitely not going to be a guy shooting off the dribble, but we got to figure out a way to get him more involved as opposed to just attacking the basket because eventually teams are going to be able to put guys on him who are going to keep him out of the basket, you know, away from the basket. We did good on we did good on Levine. Marketing in the fourth quarter, you didn't see a lot of it. He was just bricking. So we'll adjust, we'll get better, man. Thanks for hanging out. GG's in the chat. See y'all next video. Look at me. I am coaching now.